Another day, another Chelsea signing. Chelsea signed Joao Pedro from Brighton, and every single rival fan and every single neutral fan have basically started the same old narrative. Chelsea buy players. Another signing. Chelsea have got 50 man. Chelsea's got 100 man. Chelsea's got 150 man. Chill out, chill out, chill out. Every day there must be an argument. Bro, Liverpool signed about 4 players. City signed about 5 players. Why is it when Chelsea makes a signing, everyone goes crazy about Chelsea? It's such an easy narrative just pretty much throw out. However, the Joao Pedro signing has made me think, let me do a start, loan, sell edition for this Chelsea squad. I am going to be rebuilding Chelsea's entire squad, player by player, telling you guys who must stay and who must leave. And by the end of this video, we will establish whether Chelsea need more players or whether Chelsea's squad is well capable enough to compete for the Premier League next season. Before we go any further, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and of course comment your own thoughts about every single person, and let's do it. So let's start in goal. And Chelsea's got 5 current goalkeepers in the first team squad according to their own website. The first person is Mr. Robert Sanchez, who, I'll be so real, he has done better than what I thought last season. And then, by the way, his standards, his bar is so low that I don't really expect too much from him, especially from what I saw previously from him. There's been so many games last season where he's actually let Chelsea down, and that's low-key been some displays, which I look at Robert Sanchez and said, fair enough. You actually saved Chelsea in certain specific games. It's actually lower than what it should be, but that's not good enough. You can't have an unreliable goalkeeper, especially when Chelsea are trying to win the league. If you go back throughout the whole history, you need someone that your whole team, your manager, but most importantly, your fans are confident that if there is ever a mistake, if there's ever a defensive lapse of concentration, you know your goalkeeper's there to pretty much save you. With Robert Sanchez, he doesn't give that reassurance. For that reason, listen, he's not going to go. I don't think Enzo Maresca is gonna sell him, because last season he defended him massively. But if it came down to me personally, his money is out from here. Then we've got Philip Janssen, who, let's be real, whenever he got the chances last season, especially in the Conference League, he's done pretty well. In the league, there was about 2 games which I looked at him saying, not good enough, bro. He had a very good season at Villarreal, hence the reason why Chelsea signed him. So him being the backup is not a bad thing. Then we have the third goalkeeper, Mike Penders, who is a young goalkeeper, 19 years old, joined Chelsea about a season ago, went on loan back to James, someone that they see him as a massive talent in terms of, he had a good season last season, to be fair, but he's young, he's 19, and it will be better for him to go on loan, especially back to the Belgian league, just to get a bit more experience rather than just having him rot in that Chelsea team. So for Mike Penders, send that brother on loan. Then we've got Gaga Slonina, the Donny, I think, from MLS. Brother, if your name is Gaga, call it a day. Football is not for you, bro. You are in the wrong industry. Chelsea, I don't know why you employ someone called Gaga, fam. Love. Sell him. And then you've got Lucas Bergstrom, who, brother, call it a day as well. Chelsea, get 2-3 million. Chelsea's, ironically enough, one of the few teams, them and Liverpool, who, when they sell players, they actually get decent offers from them. I wouldn't be surprised if they sold both of them, they would get a combined of 15 million. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, into the defense, and we start with Marc Cucurella, who had a very good season. He actually started 2 seasons ago, towards the last 3 months onto Poch. He played very well. Went to the Euros, started over Grimaldo, who, bear in mind, Grimaldo at that point just finished a season where he went unbeaten with Leverkusen, and everyone expected him to start. Bolde was there, but he wasn't part of the squad at that point. Marc Cucurella started, and he continued to start, and started pretty much every single game, and was very convincing. And then took that form into the season of last season, where he played very well. One of Chelsea's best performances. Marc Cucurella 100% will be starting and will be staying at Chelsea next season. Then we've got Tosin, who of course signed from Fulham last season. Every time he played, he was decent. He started more games the moment Wesley Fofana went down with an injury. And to be fair, he was decent. He wasn't the greatest, but he wasn't the one where you looked at him and said, you know what, I'm expecting a liability. I'm expecting a mistake from him. I think as a squad rotational option, and on top of that, set pieces, aerially, he was there. He scored a couple goals. And I feel like he can be someone that Chelsea can trust next season, whether coming off the bench or whether stepping in if someone gets injured, especially with Chelsea defenders, who are, some of them are very injury prone. Then we've got Badashile, who surprisingly enough, starting a lot of games in the Club World Cup. Someone that I didn't expect him to start at all. Last season, he was barely there and he only started in the Conference League. I'm going to be so real about Badiashile, yeah? This Donny, to me, is just cheeks. He should not be playing. He should not be starting. I doubt Chelsea will sell him because I feel like Enzo Maresca is giving him a chance in the Club World Cup. Maybe because he sees him, if Chelsea plays 3 at the back, he sees him as the left-footed centre-back. Nah, not for me. If it came down to me, I would sell the Donny ASAP. Then we've got Levi Colwill, who of course will be staying. He is amongst one of Chelsea veterans. He is among one of Chelsea's leaders, and he is amongst one of Chelsea's best defenders, if not the best centre-back at Chelsea. I think he's having a very good Club World Cup campaign. Last season, there was question marks about him, but I feel like he performed better than expected. Certain games which I looked at him and said, you know what, I expect a lot more from you, and you're not exceeding my expectation or managing my expectation. But I think overall, he had a good campaign, and I'm sure next season he's going to be pretty much one of Chelsea's main players as well. Then we've got Mamadou Sarr, and let me just be real, brother, cool that. You got your money, Chelsea. I don't know what you did. I don't know why you signed him. Let him go. Get your 10, 15 millions where you can use it wisely on different positions. And just that's it. Then we've got Trevor Chalobah, who was on loan to Crystal Palace, and Chelsea decided to recall him back in January. And I feel like it is someone who should still be staying at Chelsea. Adds a lot of different versatility in terms of where he can play, whether that is a 3 at the back, 2 at the back, can cover a right back, can cover if needed into that defensive midfielder role. And I feel like he's reliable. Every time I see him play, he does well. So for Trevor Chalobah, would be a good squad rotational option. Then we've got Reece James, and with Reece James, it's never the idea of him as a footballer. Him as a footballer, the best right back. He is incredible. The most complete right back. And he started in a complete different role now. Last season, we saw him play into that 6th role defensive midfielder, which I don't think he is. I feel like he's much better when he carries the ball into the final third rather than receiving it in that position and then having players surrounding him. And I think at half turn, he's not the best, but I feel like with Reece James, other than that, he will 100% start. Great goal against Benfica as well. Then we've got Malo Gusto, who, I don't know, man. Listen, 2 years ago, his first debut season at Chelsea, when Reece James went down, he was incredible. He covered very well whenever he stepped in. I'm like, you know what? I don't care if Reece James is down. Chelsea fans probably wouldn't care because they've got Malo Gusto, who's done well to replace him. But last season, he didn't play well. A part of me thinks it wasn't down to him. It was down to Enzo Maresca and how he used him. He played him as a 6. He played him into an inverted right back, which he isn't, bro. He isn't an inverted right back. He is just a normal fullback who goes up, goes down. You don't expect him to invert in the midfield where on the ball, he's not the best. He's not comfortable on the ball. He's not comfortable receiving the ball, picking the ball, carrying the ball forward into the final third and picking a pass. He doesn't do that, bro. Let him just cross the ball and defend, and that's pretty much it. But Malo Gusto should be staying as a cover 100%. And then we've got Wesley Fofana, and listen, Chelsea fans, I don't know what you guys think about this, but hear me out. He is so talented. We all know that. But now he's had 2 big injuries. And let's not forget, this guy was signed for over 70 million. It wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap at all. I give Wesley Fofana one final chance. One final chance. If you continue to get injured, and if next season you come back and are still out with an injury, 3-4 months, hammy, I don't know. If it's an injury which is completely out of your control, then it's fine. But if it's the same injuries where you are becoming very injury prone, bro, Chelsea, cash out. Get 20 mil, 30 mil, whether he's worth that much, just sell him. Because one more injury and that's it. But for the time being, of course, keep him. Then we've got Aaron Anselmino, who joined Chelsea from Boca Juniors last season. Never played a single game. Went back on loan to Boca Juniors. And I feel like with this Donny, Chelsea signed him due to his talent, due to his potential, due to what he can offer. But I don't see him starting. I don't see him even being part of the squad rotation. And if it came down to me, why ruin his development? Why ruin his progress as a player? Just loan him back to Boca Juniors, or loan him back to maybe Premier League club, a Championship club, just to get a bit more actual European experiment, and then take it from there. Then we've got Josh Archimpong. I don't know if I pronounced that well. Hey, my bad if I didn't. But listen, my man, 100% keep him. Last season, he got his debut. And I can't lie, I was super, super impressed. Very comfortable on the ball, very smart, despite his age of being 18 years old, and can play both as a right back and centre back. And he's comfortable on the ball, which is what you need. And he reads pressure pretty well. He started his first game, continued starting, and then started in the domestic cups and the Conference League. And I can't lie, for his talent, for his age, I feel like he can get a lot more minutes, especially with some of the injury-prone players that Chelsea have. Keep him 100%. Then we've got Renato Vega, who will be coming back to Chelsea after his loan spell at Juve. Reports are saying that Juve are going to extend his loan deal. They've been very impressed with him. He's been starting a couple of games. And I feel like with Chelsea, you might as well just offload him, get 20 million, get 15 million, and call it a day. And then the midfield. And we start with Mr. Enzo Fernandez, who I'm pretty sure Chelsea will never sell. I'm pretty sure Chelsea will never loan out. And I'm pretty sure Chelsea will keep for next season. Amongst one of the leaders, he had a very good campaign. Start in a complete, more advanced role after having, of course, Lavia back from injury and Caicedo and Lavia protecting him into the pretty much the defensive end. Enzo Fernandez, let's not waste any time. Keep him for next season. And then we've got Dario Isugu, who is, of course, part of the deal that Chelsea signed. 2 players from Sporting Lisbon. One person who, of course, I'll be mentioning very shortly, will be joining Chelsea the following season. But Dario, brother, just loan him out. Let's be real. And then we've got Andres Santos, who I don't understand why Enzo Maresca is not using at all. He would be perfect in that 6th role with Caicedo, especially when Lavia goes down, which he goes down very much often. Andres Santos, why Maresca doesn't trust him, I don't understand it. He is exactly the profile that you need, and he'll be perfect for any other team. So I don't understand why Chelsea constantly loan him out. I don't understand why Enzo Maresca is not using him, and I wouldn't be surprised if he continued to loan him out. Brother, this guy should play, and this guy should stay at Chelsea. End of. And then we've got Dewsbury Hall, who, let's be real, yeah? Whenever he comes off the bench the last 5, 10, 15 minutes, he basically does what he's been asked to do, which is run, press, don't lose the ball, and if you can score, you can score. He did it against Benfica, and he did it a couple of times last season. With Dewsbury Hall, you don't expect him to start every single game. You barely expect him to start maybe every now and then in the domestic cups, or maybe coming off the bench, and that's pretty much it. And it's not bad for someone who's not going to complain. He's not going to go to the media and becomes an issue and says, why am I not playing? Why am I not starting? This Donny is more than comfortable to stay at Chelsea, get paid, and live in London. As simple as that. Then we've got Moises Caicedo, who, let's not waste any time. He is amongst one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, and Chelsea would be stupid to sell him, which I know they wouldn't. Then we've got Omari Kellerman, who they grabbed from Aston Villa, beating both Arsenal and United who wanted him. But I'll be real, just get that brother a loan deal. Then we've got Romeo Lavia, who I'll be so real, if he manages to stay healthy for just one season, for just one full campaign, Chelsea can achieve so much. But that if is a massive if, because I don't think it will happen. But if it does happen, then Chelsea, bro, that is literally a signing on its own. That's if it happens. But of course, keep. And last but not least, we've got Cole Palmer, who sell him right now. Sell him to Real Madrid. Bring him to Madrid. Just joking. Just chill. He's not leaving. Let's be real. And now the attackers. And we start with Pedro Neto, who had a decent finish to the end of last season and is, of course, starting every single Club World Cup game. And I feel like Enzo Maresca trusts him for next season. With Pedro Neto, you know what you expect him going forward. You get that chaos, you get that unpredictability, and defensively, this guy defends like nobody. This guy tracks back, this guy presses, and this guy defends for his life, which is why Enzo Maresca is starting him over Noni. So Pedro Neto will be staying next season. Now let's talk about Noni. Very different profile to someone like Neto, but I feel like it's good to have 2 complete different right wingers who gives you 2 complete different things. If you are expecting Noni to play on the left, that's not where you get the best out of Noni. You need Noni on the right hand side, because Noni's best strength is to cut inside onto his left and to create or shoot, or to drive onto his right and to shoot or create. Noni loves to attack his defenders and go 1v1, and from there either create and shoot, which is very different to a Neto. Neto works best off the ball. Noni wants the ball. So they're 2 complete different players who I feel like it's good to have, especially when you're facing a team and depending on the matchup. So for Noni, I would say keep, even though there's been rumors about him going to Arsenal or a different team. But for me, I would keep him next season. Then we've got got Liam Delap, who, of course, will be staying, newly signing, and I'm expecting a lot of things from Liam Delap next season. Then we've got Nkunku and brother. Call it a day. You have been cheeks. You haven't been good. You've been injured. And whenever you've played last season, especially towards the end, I didn't see anything from you. I feel like he should be one of the first players to leave Chelsea this summer window. As simple as that. Then we've got Tyreek George, who's very young, played a couple times, started, scored as well. And I feel like Tyreek George, especially next season, where there's going to be a couple more players coming in, I don't see the use of having him in the team, so I'd rather loan him out just for him to get a lot more experience and actually game time. Then we've got Mark Guehi, who I said to Chelsea fans last season, and everyone said to me, oh, why are you being so rude? He's still young, my brother, he's not good. I watched him at Barcelona. That's the reason why Barcelona sold him. Barca don't sell La Masia great talents. They only sell them when this guy is just cheeks. This guy, I said it, he's not a great talented striker. This guy's average. And let's be real, he needs to be sold. Then we've got Mudryk, and we all know what's happening with him. Chelsea have just wasted 90 million on someone that he is not even going to be playing for them for the next couple of years. Like, what an absolute waste of money. One of the worst deals I've seen personally in my lifetime, and my lifetime is not very big. I mean, but bro, if the moment that they can sell him, which I don't think they can now because of his suspension, but if they can sell him, forget selling him, release him, get him out. This guy is just useless. And then we've got Nicholas Jackson. I know he is a player that divides the fan base. I've seen Chelsea fans say keep him. I've seen Chelsea fans say sell him. For me, your opinion on Nicholas Jackson tells me a lot about you as a Chelsea fan or as a football fan in a general. Your opinion of him, what you say about him, it tells me a lot. I understand if he misses chances. I understand if he is not reliable. I understand now his head is hot. 2 red cards over the past couple of weeks. I hear it. However, his profile is unique. His profile is very different to a Liam Delap or a Joao Pedro. Me personally, I've been saying it for many times. I don't think he's a striker. I think he works best on the left-hand side as a left winger, where he can get the best out of Nicholas Jackson, which is on the ball, having the ball, driving with it, and creating for his teammate, which is the perfect Nicholas Jackson role. Have him in a maybe 2-striker formation. I'll be very interested if ever there was a moment that Maresca would do it, play both Nicholas Jackson and Liam Delap, because I feel like they can complement each other perfectly. Now with Joao Pedro coming in, I don't know how that's going to happen. But with Nicholas Jackson, I wouldn't sell him and I wouldn't loan him out. I would keep him and I would play him as a left winger if a backup to, of course, Gittins, who's, of course, now a Chelsea player. So play him off there, play him coming off the bench to a Delap or to, I don't know. I wouldn't sell Nicholas Jackson because I feel like his profile will be needed at one point in the season. And if you sell him to a rival fan, Arsenal, any other team, you'll regret it. I think he's a very, very good footballer. And outside of those players, Chelsea have, of course, signed Gittins from Dortmund, Joao Pedro now coming in from Brighton, and of course, they've got Estevao, who will be coming from Palmeiras. Chelsea's squad is looking pretty decent for next season. There's so many options. I will be making 2 more videos for Chelsea. One of them explaining you the squad depth which they have, and I will tell you one more video who I feel like Chelsea's squad, I've told you who they should sell and keep and loan, but Chelsea still need few more players, despite the fact they've got so many right now. But they need the right players, not just players for the sake of signing players and give them 7-year deals. No, they still need few more players. And if they sign those players, which I have got in mind, I feel like Chelsea can easily compete for the Premier League. Even though you've got City, you've got Arsenal, you've got Liverpool, Chelsea low-key can have a deep run as well. But guys, let me know down in the comments who you would rather sell, keep, or loan out. Don't forget to like the video and of course subscribe to this newly Premier League content. Peace.